BORTLE here. Welcome to the channel, everyone. Hello, BORTLE Nation. I have here my updated Traptrix list that I've utilized post-dueling Nexus and achieved 9th place with it. That's right, guys. Unfortunately, I lost round 5 and the last round of Swiss, round 8. The cool thing is, I did have the highest tiebreakers for an X2. No X2 topped. I believe the top 4 had 1 loss each, and the bottom 4 had a loss and a draw. Yeah. Anyway, we got 9th place. That's pretty cool. There were about 165 duelists in the tournament. Before you peek the 9th place goo via Traptrix, please allow me to share some shoutouts to the world, to you guys, BORTLE Nation, which that's the first shoutout. Shout out to you, BORTLE Nation. Thank you so much for viewing these videos, for liking the videos, subscribing to the channel. Guys, all those likes, they help this algorithm out and all that great stuff so we can like show the world these videos. You know, more people getting traction. That's just amazing stuff for the team, the channel, right? Speaking of the team, shout out to Cam the Man Neal. That guy's nice. And obviously the car ride to this Arkansas Regional. Shout out to you guys. And I want to give a huge shout out to this channel sponsor, trollandtow.com, where you can save 5% off your entire trollandtow.com order by using promo code TEAMBORTLE5 to save 5%. That's all one word, guys, and they're all over the place in the description, all that stuff. So huge shout out to him. And yeah, without further ado, let's just jump right into this 9th place Traptrix deck profile, guys. For starters, we're playing triple Pudica. Maximizing Pudica, great card right here. It takes care of problematic special summon monsters, especially if you're trying to go for game. And then, unfortunately, if you don't, if the monster comes back, you can at least attempt to Floodgate Trap Hole it to trigger Sarah again. So that's pretty cool. And we have Mantis. Maximizing Mantis. This is our Stratos of the deck. Searches. Protects our back row from those pesky, you know, Cosmic Cyclones, which is a very popular card choice nowadays. Triple Murmillo. What can you say? Great card, man. Love popping that back row, you know. And we're playing 2 Dionea. Pretty much standard at this point. Alright, and Arachna Kempa. That's going to finish it up with my Traptrix lineup. I'm only playing 2. In the past, you've seen some lists, you know, utilizing 3. But remember, this locks you into plants and insects if you use the extender effect, the special it from your hand. And this can also protect you from those pesky lightning storms and Harpy's Feather Dusters that one time. So yeah, Arachna Kempa is a really good card. And if your hand's like really wonky and you need to set up a defensive trap hole, it's a great play to just, you know, Mantis and Arachna, make Arachna, Sarah set, you know, there you go. You get to like at least have a fighting chance, but you are going to look boozy with the Sarah and Arachna Kempa set pass. So yeah, that's it for the Traptrix lineup. All right, as far as monster hand traps goes, I am main decking Shifter. Man, it feels a while, what, a year ago or so? Yeah, main decking Shifter is kind of the right call. There's a lot of people that are kind of like steering away from Kashtira, which Kashtira did the job for us by maining, you know, Shifters. But if you're running to a Kashtira matchup, thank goodness your Floodgate Trap Holes kind of hurt that deck a lot. So you can just, you know, just side the Shifters out. Against Unchained, this one was like mediocre at best because for Unchained, they just have to pop their cards. I don't believe all of them have to hit the graveyard, so they just have to destroy their stuff. So this was like somewhat, it was iffy against them at best. But you know, cards like, or decks like Manadiums, any other meta deck that need their graveyard, even fellow Traptrix decks, it kind of hurts. But I mean, when someone would drop a Shifter on me, I'm like, oh, thank goodness, I'm not gonna like die, and they're already at -1 right there. More hand traps. Ash Blossom. I chose to maximize Ash at 3 because of, you know, Brand Infusions and all that other cards that Ash is just great for. And sometimes if you were to hit the correct card, like for example the Stratos for the Unchained deck, that could honestly be enough. You don't know their entire hand, guys, so ashing the right card can seal you the game still. Here are some spells for you guys. Triple Pot of Prosperity. As long as this card is a 3 of, I'm running 3 of it. I can't wait till they ban this card so we can dabble with Trickstar again. Oh, did I just reveal the goo? My goodness. Alright, next, here are some other spells. 2 Book of Moons. This was really weird. I wanted to keep my deck list under 40 cards, so that's why there's no 3 Book of Moons, because I had to cut the 3rd one to make it happen. There was a lot of cards that I could have cut. I was thinking about Ash, but I'm like, no, I need the Ash Blossom. And Book of Moon's really good going 1st or 2nd. You know, you get to like break some boards with Book, or just set the Book. But if I'm setting Book going 1st, I mean, it could have been like a Floodgate Trap Hole, I guess. So, I don't know. 2 was okay. Definitely want to run like 2 or 3. Definitely not just the 1. Speaking of 1, Traptrix Garden. I'm only playing the 1 copy, and that was a very bold and bad decision. There were many games where I would open up Traptrix Garden and a Pudica, so I was not able to utilize that +1, you know. I think 2 is probably the right way to go. I just didn't have space for it, and yeah, if they pop it, then I was just not gonna, like, I was not winning that game, or not supposed to. More hand traps, infinite permanence, just the fact that you can utilize this as a hand trap and back row, it's just so great. You already know, and perm. And we are running evenly matched. I almost cut this card out of the main deck, but if you really think about it, Traptrix needs all the help it can get for going 2nd. So that's ultimately the reason why I chose to main the evenly. And our next... if you guys haven't noticed, there was no Parallel Exceed in my deck list, in the main deck. It's because the previous event, I had someone flip Tikaboo on me, and I looked kind of pathetic with my Sarah and Parallel Exceed. I couldn't out the Tikaboo. I wasn't playing Nightmare Phoenix to, like, you know, link the 2. And then what if I link the 2? What is Nightmare Phoenix... How am I going to, like, extend from there, guys? Because Nightmare Phoenix is pointing, like, up and sideways if it's in my main monster zone. And it was, like, somewhat of a break. And I was already siding them out games, like, if I'm going 2nd, post game 2, 3, you know? So it was just, it gave that extra spot to I guess, this card right here. I'm playing triple Shade Brigadine. So in the past, obviously, I ran Shade Brigadine. And in my previous list, I actually played a couple of these. And speaking of Tikaboo, I was able to out a Tikaboo. Oh man, this was just ridiculous. So I already had an insect out. Tikaboo was flipped. If they would have waited, well, I guess it didn't really matter. So I went into Sarah, right? And then from Sarah, I had Shade Brigadine. It's a warrior, right? Trigger Sarah effect. My goodness. Summoning Mermello, pop Tikaboo, pop off. So Shade Brigadine is just an amazing card. And the crazy thing is, obviously, comboing it with Shifter, you're not going to have dead impermanences in your grave because they're banished. Yep, speaking of Holtea, you have to maximize this. That leaves me with 3 cards left. If you were counting BORTLE, is that it? Yeah, that's it. We're playing just 3 other Trap Hole cards besides Holtea. 2 Floodgate Trap Hole and 1 Gravedigger's Trap Hole. And yeah, that's the main deck. But before you destroy me about this Trap Hole ratio lineup, I almost played a 2nd Gravediggers, which against Unchained, it could somewhat help. And Floodgate Trap Hole. This is ultimately still the best Trap Hole in the deck. Well, obviously, defensive Trap Hole, I mean, in the deck, you know, versus Holtea. This card is just crazy. It's amazing, guys. I can't tell you how amazing it is. It's just, it's nuts. Obviously, against, you know, fusion decks, it's not so great. But everything else, it's strong enough, you know. That's the main deck, guys. 40. Perfect 40. Oh, God, yes. And let's just go ahead and skim right to the extra deck. I am playing triple Traptrix Sarah. You have to run 3. As long as you're playing Prosperity, you must run 3 because this is most likely going to be one of your pot targets. And I am playing 1 Asa, and next playing the 1 Traptrix Oedipus, which you can climb Asa into Oedipus, or, you know, Nightmare Unicorn, so that's pretty cool. And we are playing 1 Unicorn and 1 Axis Code. Axis Code just makes it a lot, you know, simpler. You summon an Axis Code, you should win right there. In most cases, you do win right there. Other Traptrix Exceeds, we have 1 Rafflesia, 1 Pengulicia, however you pronounce that, 1 Alamaris. Alamaris, I did not use it for this entire event. Its whole purpose was to really make like a 4 material Zeus, and it's a great prosperity target. Our other rank 4s, Time Thief for Doer, MVP. Baguska, really great card, especially if you combo it with like a shifter, because shifter with Baguska, that's a pretty insane combo right there. It's ridiculous. And then that sets you up, you know, with the fellow Zeus play, right? So that's pretty broken. And we're playing Excitonite, which may come up for those little grindier games, or if you want to like even out the field. And I am playing one Cowboy. For this event, I didn't go into time until the very last round, but I was down like almost 3,000 life points. A Cowboy wasn't going to save me from that. I can strongly say you don't need this, because if you're looking for a burn effect in the Traptrix deck, you pretty much set up with Gravediggers. I mean, I've done 4,000 damage with this card alone, even running just a 1 copy, but you know, by recycling it with Dianea, there you go. So that's the extra deck. And here is our side deck. I am playing the 1 Duster, 2 Lightning Storms. I almost played just the 1-1, but ultimately Lightning Storm is the right call, because you get to hit, you know, those pesky Link monsters in attack mode and all this back row. Great stuff. Next for our spells, Eclipse. It's no secret here. For this meta, guys, you really have to bump up your book count. You want to either play like 3 and 3. A lot of the decks out there, they're running 3 and 3. 3 ratios. I'm playing 3 Dimensional Barrier. Card's really insane because, again, you got Pearly out there, branded. This just makes the game a whole lot nicer, especially if you're going first. Because if they're able to, like, you know, blow you out with something, you get to at least chain this, you know, to have like a fighting chance in the game. Solemn Judgment. Unfortunately, it seems to be my only out to evenly match, which sucks. Evenly is just a huge problem against this deck, and Solemn just helps me you know, have a fighting chance. Love Solemn Judgment. The cool thing is this really like helps out Search Mantis too. So Retaliating Sea, guys. I didn't get to summon it once. I saw it in a ton. I just didn't get to see it. I was using it against like branded decks, and the fact that you can like, you know, Search Mantis with it is pretty cool. But the main search target I wanted to look for was a Contact Sea. So this card right here can help you like blow out a lot of matches. This was the deck that I utilized to get 9th place, guys. And obviously, if you have any questions about the deck, comment down below. Or if you want to like, you know, nick and pick my choices, comment down below. I welcome it. I would love the interaction, guys. I will reply to as many comments as I can. Oh, and ultimately, if you're not a part of Bortle Nation, just subscribe to the channel. Sub to Bortle. It's that easy and it's free. Oh God, yes. That's it. Bortle out.